Just let me go, I'm on my own, no rolling stone in time, in the zone. Don't let me fall, just let me know when we'll make it through.
Welcome back everybody, Dragon Age Origins. Last time we left off, we started our adventure as Gale Kuzland, and our father has died. But now we're going to continue the game in Ostagar. Oh, and I was just thinking about something. Before you were able to record unlimited time on YouTube. Dragon Age Origins, like all the series I saw were like 300 episodes. Because there was a 11-minute time limit. And so, yeah. It was ridiculous. So we got our family sword, we got our dagger. And I'm on a bit of a channel reform right now. Like, I have 3 series on hold. 2 of them because I burnt myself out on them. And 1 because I am honestly stuck. That's all there is to it. I am stuck. Diablo 3 is one I'm stuck on. So let's do this. So we're just gonna be playing Dragon Age Origins for a while. We're doing 1 LP at a time.
You must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Yep, that's me. And we are doing all the DLC. Like, we don't... Because I didn't start it correctly... Yeah, I don't have the feast day stuff, but I do have all the DLC. So we can count on that. You can count on it. No, I can word well.
Life is fleeting, you know.
I'm gonna unlock this and get a large full. Ooh, those will come in those will come in a bit later. Like, we'll probably be a few more episodes in before. Oh, here's one of the other recruits, Davith. What's up, mate?
You're not what I thought you'd be.
And what did you think I'd be?
Me? I was hoping for a comely lass with golden hair and terrible eyesight. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
I know, right? What do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit.
I was watching everybody die
to send
last
us into
night,
the wilds.
so... The wilds?
We're right on the northern edge of the Kakari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Huh. So guys, let me go over something. I'm gonna be doing a lot of BioWare on my channel. Like, this is gonna be the first game, but after this will be Dragon Age 2, then it'll be Mass Effect 2, because I don't like Mass Effect 1 that much. The story's fine, it's just the controls are clunky and I get stuck places. So, that's usually going for like 1 million episodes. And then we'll be going on to a game that's not BioWare, Pokemon 3D. And then we'll be going straight back into BioWare with Dragon Age Inquisition. Then we'll be going into Mass Effect 3. And then after that we'll take another break from BioWare games and it will be The Binding of Isaac. So now you know of all that, let's get back into this.
I'm told the Blight started in the forest, so the army's here waiting for them to come out, dangling meat in front of the bear, if you catch my meaning.
Yep.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch.
Yeah,
I guess we'll have to wait and
it's
see.
Much twitchy.
Like we have a choice.
Much twitch very well.
You take what you get, right?
I know,
Anyway,
right?
I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Yep. There's another dude who's from Redcliffe, which is a place I'll come in a bit later. So let's talk to good old quartermaster dude.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain. Let me know what you'd like.
I'm gonna sell some stuff. You can get some secret stuff, but it's not much better and much more expensive. So, not gonna need that, not gonna need that. Wanna keep the longbow. Just in case. Actually, no, I think we get a better one. Yeah, we get a better one. Keep the shield of high ever. Keep that, because that one's one better than this. Because it gives a modifier. And you definitely want to keep that. That'll come in later, as I've said before. Basically, what you can do is you can put... Is that a rune? Let me look. Yeah, it is. And... I'm just looking for, see if there's any better stuff than what I have. Ooh, that is a bit better, but actually no, I have enough. Okay, but I won't get that. I want to get some better armor. That's what I want. I want to get some. These are a bit pretty much the same. Just they just look slightly different. So let's go for the iron split mail. And then you got the, let's go with some split mail boots. If you heard that, that was my cat. He makes weird sounds. We have scale armor, but who cares? I don't really care about matching until like way later on. That's when I start caring about matching stuff, because at that point you have like a bunch of money and stuff.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today.
Here's
May
another
you
one of the
find
recruits,
favor in the
Jory.
matters of
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about. Sir Jory
Hail.
is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon.
That's cool.
You have the bearing of a man who knows how to fight. If I may ask, were you a soldier before you came here? Are you a nobleman? I am honored to be in your company, my lord. I
Don't
hope
call
we're
me
both
that.
Lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens.
Everybody
This is not
died.
free to be given
I
this
have the. Me and Fergus are the last of my line. We are. Okay. I'm curious about. Sure.
I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails? I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Yep. So, you definitely want to travel about. Like, there's this dude.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. I'm a deserter, or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Cool.
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water. I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
Why would I want to
Because
help
you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
I will
Just
do-
ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Oh,
Don't
fun.
expect it was an enlightening
Yeah.
conversation.
Cool. Yeah, it was.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right, all right.
See,
I guess the
coercion
poor
helps.
fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs.
Yep.
Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do
You
with
give
it,
me the
though.
key.
If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Okay. Anyone else?
So?
I like him.
Brought
I
me
like
some
that
food, have
good
you?
dialogue.
I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Yeah, we have a key now, and we have to do it at night. So after we do the ritual, we have a bit of time before we can do some stuff. So you want to do some final preparations, aka go into that chest and using that key. Ugh. So we can't do that yet because we do not have good old Alistair, which is who we were sent to get. So we're gonna go find him. We'll open the map. Like that, we can't do that yet. Not until after we get him and then go to the wilds and do some stuff there. So we want to go over there. To Alistair. But before that, there's somebody... If this is useful, if you are an elf or a dwarf. If you're a human, it isn't so helpful. But if you're elf or a dwarf, you want to talk to him, because then he will give you a quest that he'll be like, hey, can you go get this flower so we can heal this dog? He swallowed a bit of darkspawn blood, and that's bad. So, well, you go get that in the wilds. There's actually 2 that you can get. I think there's a 3rd one, but I only remember 2. One's pretty early on, but you have to fight some dudes, and one's later on, and you don't really have to fight that many dudes to get it. So, and then after that, once you leave this place, you'll find the dog fighting some darkspawn, and then he'll be like, yo, let's be buds, and then you guys can be buds, and then you get to name him then. But since I already have a dog, that's not as useful to me. So,
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
nothing.
Do not wait too long before seeking out Alistair. As I said earlier, we will need to begin preparations for the joining before nightfall.
There's a lot of stuff you can do in the camp, but when you're a human, you can basically just not do some of the quests. Ooh. When she will come into play later on, just not now. So you want to go over here, then you get some funny dialogue. This is Alistair.
What is it now?
I'm so old.
Have the Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The grumpy one.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That will give the Darkspawn something to think about.
Alistair,
Wait,
one of my
haven't met,
favorite
have we?
characters
I don't
in
suppose
this
you
entire
happen to be
game.
another mage. And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you.
Yep.
As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Have you?
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow,
Well,
whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan.
I have a shield
I
for
imagine
you.
he's eager to get things started.
Lego.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Okay. So shall we carry on? Okay. Okay, so Alistair is one of my favorite characters. My favorite character we won't be getting until a bit later. I'm still deciding if I want to do the area where we get him last or third.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
This game is so pretty. Oh, and this game was made in like 2008, 2009. So, yeah. What's second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. The scrolls contain treaties promising support, treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker
Let
watch
us
over
go.
your path. I will see you when you return.
And now we have a full party. So once we get into the wilds, which is over here, you can basically... Alistair's gonna be your highest level dude. Being level 4. Eventually he will be lower than you if you're a rogue, but... And you can switch between dudes. You can play as these people. And actually, Alistair is actually going to stay with us for the entire game, unless we do something stupid way later on. But, oh, and you can also toggle full party selection, meaning you can do this thing here. And then you can toggle the move freely so you can have them hold position. So there's some.
You can get off my back. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful. The Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Uh-huh. My cats are weird. Guys, stop being weird. You're getting your butt kicked, dude. You're Okay, that was entertaining. So we're gonna encounter a battle here soon. So you'll be able. So you wanna.
What?
Depending on which difficulty you choose, as you saw in the first episode, I chose easy. That'll basically determine what level of strategy you'll need to use in order to win fights. So. Oh, and you can also do this as I've showed in the first episode. See these wolves? And it always, unless you, I think you can toggle this, it pretty much always pauses before a fight, and you can press space to pause the game. I can press F9 to pause the recordings. There will be some things that I will cut out. I won't be showing every fight, because not all of them really matter. But I will show this one.
Okay, practice, anyone?
So you see this? You just have your dudes team up on. You will occasionally get these like battles. Requires some strategy. Your health is the red, obviously, and your stamina is the yellow. If you are a mage, your stamina is you'll have mana, and that'll be blue.
All right.
We will eventually have a
Can I
mage.
get you a ladder so
Actually,
you can
we'll
get
have
off my
2
back?
mages to choose from. We'll have like 3 warriors to choose from, unless you count the dog as a warrior, then more than that.
Over here.
Oh, this dude.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
I have bandages in my pack.
Cool. Bandaging him.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Personally, I think this Dragon Age game is the best Dragon Age in the series.
Calm down,
I will
Sir
explain
Jorah.
why
We'll
later.
be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back. That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
There are some
That
very
doesn't mean
funny
I'm
characters.
here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
There are some very great characters, like Davith is great. So basically, here's how it works. You want to have a balance of people. So there's Darkspawn right there. Those are Darkspawn. There's Gremlocks. No, Gemlocks. And then there's Hurlocks. And then there are more. There's shrieks. There's ogres. There are more. I'm just pretty sure there are more, at least. Like, there's the Archdemon, who's the final boss. Yes. Okay. Special guest Folly, my cat. Anything you want to say? No? Okay. So that's a Herlock, that's a Gemlock. Those are two basic Darkspawn. We won't run into Shrieks until later on. They're kind of different types of enemies. There's bandits. There's mercs. There's basically just elves, dwarves, and humans. Then you got the undead dudes. Then you got Darkspawn. Then you got demons. Demons will be running into a bit after this, so fun. This is the XP bar. So there's so much explaining going on. This is becoming more of a walkthrough than a let's play. So basically, you have your party member. Going back to the party members, you want to have a balance of people. You want to have one mage, because that's all you need. One mage. You want to have two different types of warriors. You want to have Alistair, who basically acts as a tank. Alistair's like pretty much one of a kind unless you choose sword and shield warrior. So you want to have Alistair with you. He's going to be the tank. Then you want to have the damage dealing warriors that use two-handed weapons. We will be running into those guys later on. Then you want to have a rogue. You want to have a ranged rogue. And then I recommend rogue the most out of all the classes, because one, they get the most XP. You'll be like somewhat high level by the time you finish the game if you do all the stuff. If you do a bunch of stuff, then you will be like level 24 by the Archdemon. So I recommend dual wielding rogue for this game over any of the other classes. So you want to have yourself, you want to have Alistair, you want to have a party member we'll get later on who's more for a range. I know you may think Davith is that person, but he won't stay with us. Then you want to have a dual. This is basically the perfect setup for a party. You want to have the rogue. Then you want to have Davith with the bow. Then you have Alistair, who's a tank. And then you have Jory, who's damage dealing warrior. This is the kind of setup you want to have. Whew! Okay, explanations. Oh my god. Shall we get on with the game? So Darkspawn, let's go fight them. Sup? See, it'll pause us. Step forward a bit. See? They'll come running at us. We want to stay. Now, charge towards them. You want to beat us. David, what are you doing? So, Those do more damage. Your abilities, they do more damage. And also, they can have like other effects, like area of effect. This is an area of effect. Some stun them, some freeze the enemy. I don't know if this is the bridge, but I remember there's a little path. As you go down, you can fight a bunch of wolves. See these dudes? Those are all Gemlocks. Actually, are they? Genlock. Not Gemlock. Yeah, those are all Genlocks up there, and they are like, they're a couple non-archers, but they're Genlocks act as rogues. Oh, there's a Hurlock. Hi, bud. These guys act as rogues. Your team will come together until have it set up for a long time. We already have all the files that we need. You know, having the extras, just in case, is a good thing. So let me check the map. We want to go. Okay. I think I know where we're going. We want to go over here. These are Genlock rogues. These guys have very low health, but they do a lot of damage really fast. Not what a mess. You don't want to get ambushed by these things. There was a reason I stopped there. If you hear the grrrs, then you want to stop and be prepared. You want to be like, okay, we got this. Wildflower. This is for a quest, but I don't really need it. Because I already have dog, and that quest is to get dog. So, and no, you cannot have an army of dog. Auto-saving. Isn't that always a good sign in video games? I want to try and stop explaining so much. Emissaries. Those are mages. And I think I said this in the first episode. Kill the mages. Kill them so dead. Kill them as dead can be. Done. Do whatever you need to do in order to kill these things quickly. Mob them if you need to. Mages do like a billion damage a second. Oh, and you can get another wildflower. In case you didn't find that first one.
Come on! Right to the face!
Right to the face! You know what, Davith? Ooh, I want to heal.
Nice relax. Get off my back.
There we go. The other wildflowers right there. So you can get another wildflower to get the dog. You have to get that quest in order for that to work. So yeah. Sorry I've been explaining so much. Just that this game is huge. I don't want to get as much of this stuff explained as possible. If you're on normal, this place will require so much strategy. On normal, you were just like, okay, so I want you're playing a game of chess. There's the third wildflower. Oh no, it's somewhere else. Okay, you can get 4 different wildflowers in this place. There's a place in here that if you're on normal, you freaking ridiculous. Alpha, these are. You'll be running into Murloc Alpha. You'll be running into Murloc Alpha. You'll be running into Alphas. You want to pay attention. Oh yeah, leveled. Oh, his head's gone. Okay, fine. So I can level now. I can level now. Up this, up the cunning. Then let's get that. Give me a minute. I chose improved tools. So let's go back into the game. Oh, fun. So we're about to run into another character. See?
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I am neither.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Great sign of her.
Swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is.
Swooping.
She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, handsome lad. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
I want to be good.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? Thief.
Yes, I got it on time.
How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. There is a sensible request. I like you.
Thank you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Let's do it. And I'm just going on ahead.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do?
I believe you have something I need.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True. They came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
It's... Thank you.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Flemeth is
Time for you
awesome.
to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
That's your name, Flemeth.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Again, one of my favorite characters. I love, like, pretty much all the characters in this game. So, see how it is nighttime? Do you know what that means? That much. Chess. So we want to go over here. See how Tranquil's gone from here. Now we can open it. And get everything you'll ever need in your life. Boom. Oh, hi, Active. How are you?
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately. Excellent. You will need that courage to face what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
So, the joining! I'm on a cut.
Are you...
While
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Okay, I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna stop the episode here. Basically, they're just arguing. That's all that happened there. So I'm gonna see you guys next time, because this part deserves an episode of its own. Don't you agree? Goodbye.